What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Sturd Vision. I believe episode 21. And it is 21. Made You Look. Go check out that song by Nas at the end of the episode, of course. And Made You Look actually works for this episode with House Shark and seeing how this looks and just the weird and ridiculousness of this movie. This movie, House Shark. Which was recorded in Syracuse, New York. Came out April 17th, 2018, which is it's not too far from me, but it's not too far from you either, Matt. It's even closer to you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to say where as far as like what town you're in, but it's even closer to you, which is pretty cool to kind of,
Yeah, it's about like maybe 45 minutes away from me.
Yeah. Yep. About an hour, maybe about 2 hours. Actually, about 2 hours for me. But
definitely tell they were northern houses.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was fun. Like I had fun with the movie. I do feel it was way too long though. For a horror comedy. 2 hours is way too long. 2 hours is too long for a lot of movies in general. Let alone like a horror comedy.
2 hours is almost too long for a DC movie. I mean,
yeah. Unless you're what's his face there with Jack Snyder. Jeez.
Well, what the Justice League? What was his 3.5 hours? I think. But then again,
4 hours.
Oh, was it okay? But the Avengers and all them went real long too, didn't they?
Yep. But with those, everything was happening. If the time was good, like with the Lord of the Rings movies, the Avengers movies, there was shit happening. So the time kind of you didn't feel like you sat
didn't bother you.
2 hours, 3 hours.
So with this particular movie, I was actually looking for my hemorrhoid cushion.
Did you find it?
I did not, but I found something else. Anyway, no. Yeah.
He found a house shark.
So, you know what it was with this movie? Because I did laugh at this movie quite a few times. I do feel like this is definitely a group watch type of movie. But what I will say is this would have been funnier had they cut the time damn near in half. An hour long for this movie would have been perfect. Maybe even an hour and 10, 15 minutes. Just to give that extra little...
Good drinking game movie, maybe, for college kids, man.
Yeah, if you drink, yeah, it would be.
I mean, especially the length of the...
I don't know. They might get food poisoning or alcohol poisoning.
Alcohol poisoning.
I mean, it depends on how you drink, though, because you could make it something to where it's something that's throughout the movie, but not like a shit tons where you're trashed, so it's more fun. But yeah.
So is anybody going to mention like the first elephant in the room? Not only the shark in the house, but then there are a Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Definitely got the Jedi in this film.
Listen, man, the Jedi was important.
But he got taken out by a house shark, so I think the shark is
wait a minute.
stronger than the Force.
Not only was he a Jedi, he was a Native American Jedi who fought the sharks on land. His family fought the sharks on land at one point, and they scared them into the ocean or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
this was a different beast, though. This wasn't one of those sharks. This was a house shark. Different breed, different everything.
It was man-made. It grew, got bigger and stronger and smarter. Come on, the fucking laser gun popped out of its side several times. I was fucking dying. It was so funny.
Oh man, yes. And see, ridiculous stuff like that is what I enjoyed about it. It just, again, cut it in half, and it's so much better.
How long was Sharknado? Was that an hour and a half?
Oof. I'm not even sure. It's a good question.
I'll look it up.
Keeping it something to that, yeah. The hour 52 minutes. Sorry, guys. And I know one or two people affiliated with it, a little on the long side. But again, they did something that I haven't done, or I at this time. But I mean, I've been on movie sets and everything. Something like that. You know, have you guys experienced being on a movie set in like the heat for 12 to 16, 18 hours a day?
Never been on a movie set. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
I mean, so these guys did something that took dedication. It was probably a passion project, and I got to give them kudos for that. And there were some fun and ridiculous times. I mean, I had a couple of good belly laughs, man. I really did.
Oh, definitely.
Uh-oh. He's looking something up.
Yeah, let's see how long Sharknado is.
Sharknado.
It's not giving me shit here.
Oh, man.
Oh, runtime. 1 hour and 26 minutes for Sharknado.
And on Sci-Fi, that was a 2-hour movie.
Yes, with all the fucking commercials.
Yeah, so... Okay, cut a half hour. No, I'll say cut an hour, maybe 45 minutes. I'll say cut 45 minutes out of this movie. I won't even say a full hour, because then you give it that extra little 10, 15 minutes of whatever, let it end off however they want it to end off. But you don't need 2 hours for this. You do not need that much time for this. You don't, because if it was a different type of movie, yes. If it was a serious type of movie with a really good deep story, yes. This is fine, but that's not what this is.
You probably want to keep it close to Jaws as much as possible, especially the runtime.
Yeah, but it's not Jaws. You can't.
I know it's not Jaws.
Like you because it gets to the point to where, let's say the first hour, maybe hour and 10, 15 minutes is really funny, but then it gets redundant after that to where it's basically the same shit over and over and over through it. Yes, you still may chuckle at it. But it would be such a funnier movie if that whole other chunk is not in there, and you kind of cut some of those scenes that are like really long for no reason. You kind of just cut those into like little minute clips, 2 minute kind of scenes where it's just you get the scene, you get the joke, next one, you get the scene, you get the joke, next thing, or you get more of a whatever, and they just kind of throw those throughout the movie. But
can I be completely honest with you though? And this is coming straight out of the movie, and I was a little offended because my moobs are pecs.
Come on.
Oh shit.
Moobs.
Oh shit.
That was great.
I mean, the guy literally put in there. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, gotcha.
He has been sober. He finally got sober after 26 years.
I had beard envy as well. So
I got some fun questions for you guys, and I'll answer them as well. But what type of weapon would you use to defend your home from a house shark, and why?
Chainsaw.
I was thinking the same thing, man. I was chainsaw. I'm thinking ash and just the chainsaw and
just going to town on a big ass house shark.
Damn,
that has 3 eyes.
I can't use that. That's such a great answer. I want it just to be different. Fuck.
How about a trident, like Aquaman's trident, whatever the fuck you call it. The thing.
Trident of chainsaws. That would be awesome.
There you go.
Have a trident that's a chainsaw. All 3 prongs.
Even better.
Going to town. Like a super industrial strength weed whacker that's actually a trident.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to have to say a harpoon then. I'm just going to have to say a harpoon. You guys got all creative with the fucking chainsaw, the trident mixing, and all this other shit. Fuck it. I'm going old school. Give me a harpoon.
Harpoon with a grenade at the end?
Maybe.
Well, damn, with a grenade launcher?
Yep, that was a great grenade launcher in this. Just pull it out of his backpack.
Don't miss.
Be all drunk. Right. Got myself my special friend here. He's gonna blow up some good shit, I have to say. Yeah.
I do. You know what I did enjoy and what was funny in this movie for me was the overacting with everybody. Like the extra overacting. But again, it would have been better if this movie was about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes long, and then you have just a more hilarious. It's funnier. It's a lot funnier, for one. And you're like, okay. By the time an hour comes, you're like, okay, how much? About 15 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. Cool, I'll finish it off. But when it's at 52 minutes,
and you have another hour left.
Yeah, it's rough. It's like shit.
But are you referring to like the William Shatner overacting?
You know what's funny about that is that bothered me in the Star Trek movies. That really like I couldn't stand him in those movies.
That's why a lot of people pick on William Shatner because of the overacting that he does in his movie scenes. Oh my lord!
All right, here's another one for you guys. How would you sell your home if there was a house shark in your house, and you were going to sell it?
I'm asking $1.5 million because this house has a very exotic animal.
I love that answer. And I'm thinking more so of how horror fans are. Like, a horror fan's going to really want that. Or just it's either going to be a horror fan or someone that loves sharks. Like, I need to own this house. And they'll go, okay, here.
I'll turn it into a haunted house, like a attraction. Come on inside.
Amityville Shark House.
Nah, fuck, come on inside. Like, listen. You could buy the house. I do not recommend going inside there. That's all on you. I just don't want
to. Make it to the other side.
It's a crapshoot. And win a prize if you make it to the other side.
Yeah, the prize is you can own the house, I guess.
You sign a waiver. If you die, you can't sue me. There you go.
I don't want a part of that. Again, I just want my hands clean from all of that.
Happy shark, happy house.
I mean, does it include the tent in the back and
everything?
The
whole property, the whole everything, all that.
I'll probably got a Winnebago in the back.
Even the bloody toilet
that he pisses in. No less.
Yeah, I know.
He just pisses in the blood.
He had to pee so bad to do that.
Don't you just give me a golden shower?
Yeah, thank you.
This movie is so ridiculous. It's just, and it had those funny parts in it. I'm just like, oh my goodness, what the hell? How? Why?
Did you just grab my Venus schnitzel? No.
Come on. The guy that shoves his finger in the girl's butt. And then also in that one scene, the guy's dead and he's got his finger still in an anus. Is that an anus? It smells like flowers.
He said it smells like something in honey, like roses and honey.
Roses and honey.
What's good, Troy? I'm just like, wow, I forgot. I haven't seen this movie in years, so I forgot how weird and ridiculous it was.
It was a first-time watch for me, and yeah.
Al's a backer of this film, too.
Really? That's kind of cool.
I'm in my name's in the special credits for the backers. I was like, oh. So I know Ron from different conventions. I know he runs the SRS Cinema Store. He was telling me about the movie. I'm like, oh, I have to, because it's what it is. So of course I did.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. I didn't back it because I didn't know about it at the time, but I bought it at a con. I got it at a con.
He's got a physical copy, remember? We're flipping off.
But listen, man, that's different because I have one as well.
Yes, you do.
It's different when you have it, or when I think I'm throwing you off of the movie and then you own it and you show the Blu-ray. It's different.
Yeah, I know.
No, wait a minute. Is the Blu-ray longer?
More entertaining, funnier.
Got some special features and shit like that. It's got like making of and all interviews and all that other fun stuff.
Please tell me I have the right mic on this time, and when I mute and cough, you can't hear me coughing.
Try coughing.
I didn't hear you coughing.
Nope, I didn't hear you cough.
Okay,
what was the fart though? No. Oh wait, that was me. Never mind. No. Damn squeaker.
Sounds like a chainsaw and shit.
Some key just came out of my butt. What the hell?
What? Wow. Ties right back into the movie, which was just. Why did he swallow the key?
To make it funny, because you lock yourself in a house. Come on, you can just normally open up a door and just leave. If you had the key outside, that's one thing because you can't enter. It's that whole goofiness, the funniness with it. Kind of like that episode of Family Guy when Peter locks himself inside the car. He dropped the keys.
On
He's
the
like going to a guy. He goes, "You come get the keys. I'm locked in." He can open up a door. It's the same thing because remember too, they bolted out and hammered all the windows and doors shut
from
on
the
the first floor.
When
they never even did anything
outside.
with the second floor.
When they were outside, they're like, "Oh shit, we got to get inside."
Yeah, it's that stupid humor, especially swallowing the key, and they added the whole. He's got to take a shit, but he's got to have someone's not watch him, but touch his face while he's trying to poop out the key. Just that funny, stupid humor.
You got a point with that. All right.
Well, I mean, towards the first half hour, I think, and when the Jedi comes and the kids on the bicycle come around, and what does the girl do? She kicks them square in the balls and says, "This could have been my adoptive parents."
Yep.
And that was
got them killed.
Big homage to Jaws in that scene. When the little boy gets eaten on the raft. I forgot his name. The Kisner boy. And the mom comes up and there's the sheriff, slaps him in the face instead of kick him in the balls. She slaps him in the face.
Yeah.
And saying, you knew about the shark in the water, hence you knew about the shark in the house. So that's the whole thing to Jaws there. And they had to kind of twist it around. And this is going to be my parents. Wait, they didn't have kids. They were going to be my adopted parents. Oh, here we go. Yes. It's like funny and stupid.
Yeah. We're going to need a bigger house. I was like, oh, goodness. They did it. They said it. I'm not mad they said it.
Nope.
I'm not mad they said it.
You expect them. Yeah.
And the squatter just comes out of nowhere. And he's like, "Who the hell are you?" Like out of nowhere. He's like, "I'm squatting."
Oh my god!
Damn squatter! And he just rolls him into the shark. It's like, oh dear Lord.
See, I'm at a slight disadvantage to these guys because I literally got 52 minutes into it, hit pause, and realized there was another hour, and it was just,
you gotta watch it. It's bad, but it's fun bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh. There's so many stupid funny moments.
So what was since I didn't see the whole thing, in your opinion, guys, what is the most ridiculous scene or part in the movie?
Oh boy.
The toilet scene really stands out. The chick getting pulled into the toilet was and it was probably one of the coolest scenes in the movie, to be honest.
One of the weird redonkulous scenes is when I know you haven't seen the part, but I kind of have to say it because you brought it up. When the guy that eats the key, he's in the shark. He's going, "You gotta get the key out. I'll distract the shark while you go in there and fish it out." The guy's like, "I'm not getting the key out of your ass." He goes, "If you want to get out of the house, you have to get it out." And of course, when he goes in and he's trying to wiggle it out, and he gets sprayed by shit on his face. I was fucking dying. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they did kind of a nod to the end of Jaws too. Instead of a oxygen tank in his mouth, there's something else that he has to shoot. Yeah, they did a lot of quote different scenes from Jaws, but twisted it to their weird, fun way.
They definitely did. But you gotta enjoy that and have fun with it and respect it. But again, they could have done it in about an hour and 15.
Like to me, like the time kind of didn't bother me. It just flew. Like I didn't know it was going to be this long. I just kept watching it, and then it goes from the guy in the house to the people that he joins up with to them in the house, and then it goes on. But then again.
So going back to the beginning, it's the father and son in the house.
Yes.
And there's only like a 6, 7, 8 year difference between the son and the father, it looked like.
Yep.
It's that. Yeah.
Hey, they were young, baby. You never know. Could have slipped one past the goalie at a young age.
Slipped one past the goalie.
I mean, did nobody else notice? I mean, the kid looked.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I found that humorous.
Yeah, the director had to put his son in the movie somehow. There you go. You play the kid.
There you go. There you go. That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to pay him much, but like, hey, I'll put you in my movie. Go ahead. You play the kid.
Boom.
You just got a credit.
There you go.
So, Matt.
Yeah.
It's that time. What's your rating, my friend?
I probably give this one. I don't know. I had fun with it. It's dumb. It kind of it puts me in that weird, stupid movie scenes, like like the Helen Keller movie.
It's not up there with that though.
It's close to it, but it's not up there. Not like Caddy Hack was another one, but with this one, like if you watch with a bunch of friends, I think you'll have a good time. If you have some beers, you'll laugh your ass off or stoned, whatever, either or. But again, I still had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I would probably give this one out of 10, a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Wow.
Because those are the kind of movies I like to watch. It's just again, you turn your brain off. I was laughing the whole time. That one, the one that plays quote unquote the Squid character, he was making me laugh constantly. Just the whole his mannerisms, the putting his finger on the people's faces because he has to, the being drunk all the time, it's just stupid shit. I was laughing my butt off.
Wait, was that the guy that had like his shirt sticking out of his zipper?
Yep, he's got the beard going on the side. Yeah, looks like a fat drunk Wolverine a little bit.
There you go.
That was the guy with the moves. Yeah,
yes. Yeah. The praying mantis.
Guys, what was the last movie that we spoke about? I think I gave it a 3.
Was that Bats?
Yeah, it was Bats. I think I gave it like a really poor, and then I went up a couple of points. And so now I'm kind of getting the gist of this. I mean, compared to Bats, if I gave Bats a 3, guys, I have no choice. I mean, do we go like negative or?
Oh, I do. I go from
0, like the point.
Sturdy goes from like -10 to 0. So
-10 to +10 is what I do.
Okay, so again, you got to give these guys the credit they deserve for doing this fun project and paying homage to Jaws and everything. I 100% agree with Sturdy. Fucking hour and 15 minutes max. You probably would have got like a 2, but I think I'm going to go for the first negative and -1.
Wow. Ooh.
Still, I appreciate the art.
Whoa. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than that. I had more fun with it than that. I did laugh at it. I do feel like it should have been shorter. It had been shorter, I probably would have given it maybe about a point and a half higher. But I gave it a 4 because it did make me laugh. So I did have quite a few laughs throughout the whole entire film. It wasn't just through like the first hour, but it wasn't as many laughs. I'll say that because again, a lot of the stuff was redundant. It was repetitive, but some of it still made me kind of chuckle or laugh at it. So I gotta admit that.
I've seen some worse shark movies for sure. That this movie blows it out of the water. No pun intended.
Mind you, I'm still basing this on what I did last time. So I mean, that's what I got to do it. No, because Bats was, and I felt it was poorer than Bats, so I have to go down, right?
Yeah, hey, that's what you want to do. Go for it.
But now I feel like an asshole because you guys like, hey, this is our gig, man. Hey, this.
No. You got to be. I want everybody to be honest with whatever they like, because there's gonna be some times where I just fucking hate a movie and some people love it, and vice versa, and all that other shit.
There was a shark movie I kind of dug. I think it was in the late 90s. It was the underwater experiment sharks and
Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
I kind of remember digging that when it came out, especially in surround sound. It was
that's a fun one. Yeah,
the second one wasn't good, and the third one was actually okay.
Oh man, I didn't even know there was a second and third one.
Yes, they did. They made more.
Forgot about those.
I've got to seek those out now.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the kind of bad movies. the more expensive bad movies, B movies.
Mhm.
I don't know. I find them a little more fun at times. I've never seen a Sharknado movie.
You've never seen a Sharknado film?
No.
Wow.
I had to lie to
Probably
Dan
couple.
Yeager and said, "Yeah, I saw part 3." I didn't see part 3.
Oh, you're in for a treat if you ever do, especially when you start going up the quote unquote food chain of the Sharknado movies.
Oh, there's a food chain. Do tell.
Well, there's six Sharknados.
6, and the kid from 90210 is in them, right?
Zach Earing is the main character, and Tara Reid is the main female character. So let's just say when they made the first movie, they called it The Lightning in the Bottle. It blew up out of nowhere. People were constantly wanting a sequel. They made a sequel. They made part 2, all direct to Sci-Fi Channel through Asylum. Asylum was the company that put out the first Sharknado movie. So, of course, Asylum never made sequels to the original movies. They only made the one movie, and that was it. So this was actually their first time doing an actual sequel to one of their films. They're like, people want it. Okay, let's do it. So they got a little bit of a better budget. They got more cameos. Boom, here comes the second one. Everyone loved that one. Of course, now all these celebrities, these PC celebrities or people who are just, haven't been in a movie in a while, want to be in a Sharknado. And now that's like one of their dreams was to be in a Sharknado film.
But Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Close.
Well, he was in the third one, I think. No?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
and there was like
Dan Yeager.
Even the dude from like Subway was in one.
Oh, Jared?
Jared was, I think, in one.
Wow.
The kid from Malcolm in the Middle, he was in one.
Cool.
Yeah, there was like all these different
celebrities. So it was the cool thing to do. You had to be in a Sharknado movie.
Yeah.
And the more they made, the worse they got. And that was the fun part, was how badly entertaining these movies were. You're like, oh my God, there's another Sharknado movie. Fuck. All right, I'll watch it. And then you watch and you're like, yep, that was bad, but it was funny.
So which one was called the last one? Part 5, 6, 7?
I think, part 6 was the final Sharknado. Okay. That's the one.
Well, I mean, like,
back in time.
Jason was never going to come back after part what?
4.
4, okay. Yep. And then blah, blah, blah. So I figure Sharknado probably ended at part 4 or 5 and then still went on to another or 2.
They made up to 6. There was one in space. They actually had a Sharknado in space.
Like that's Jason X?
Kind of like there's sharks in space and oh God. They were flying around in space eating satellites and all this other shit.
So Matt, which one was the best?
The first one.
Was it the first one? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even care about that. I want to see the space one.
Right? The space sharks.
The space one is the one that has me is the most interesting. I know it's going to be horrible. I know it's going to be bad. I know it's going to suck.
Oh, it gets even worse after that because they turned Tara Reid into like an android robot with a robot hand.
Oh,
there's a scene where I won't get into much.
So wait a minute, space sharks what was in Star Trek part whatever? Wasn't there a space whale?
Oh, in part 4, they had to go back in time to get the Earth sharks to bring them up to communicate with this giant...
The humpback whales, I believe.
Yeah, to communicate with this weird alien thing that was turning off powers and everything. They get the whales from
You think it all ties in together?
Maybe.
No, probably not.
if we get a space whale movie, maybe. Instead of like... Oh, then they made what? Arachnoquake was another one. They made
Arachnoquake,
and then they made a Lavalantula movie.
Lavalantula,
and then in Lavalantula 2, they actually quoted parts with Sharknado, and they actually had a cameo of Ian Ziering in there because the guy from Steve Guttenberg? Yeah, Steve Guttenberg from Police Academy was the main character in Lavalantula because he had to fight.
Really?
Yeah. He had to fight, and he had the whole Police Academy squad people in the movie. LeVar Burton, the girl that played Hicks was in there. A whole bunch. And the second one,
awesome.
Gutenberg comes running out of nowhere saying, I'm trying to battle spiders made out of lava. And all of a sudden, here comes Ian Ziering coming out of nowhere going, well, I got a shark problem I got to deal with. And he hops in Christine behind me and drives away. It's fucking hysterical. I'm like, oh my God. Sturdy's like, what the fuck?
What movie is this, Matt?
Lava Lantula.
Lava Lantula. That's
Lava
something
Lantula.
I gotta.
And then the second one was Two Lava, Two Lantula.
Wow.
That was the sequel.
Wow.
And yes, I do own them on physical media.
I know you do. I don't remember. I know I didn't do part 2, but part 1, I don't remember if we did it on the other show or not.
Oh, Meg. Yeah, Meg 1 and Meg 2.
Yeah.
See, I found those movies fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the dog. And yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's the best you'll get from them. They're fun movies. They weren't great. They weren't bad at all, but they're fun action movies.
They're summer popcorn flicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see them being in the theater where people can say, hey, I saw that in the theater and get that theater experience. Where some of these movies will never be in a theater. Either direct to video or sci-fi, back when they made Sci-Fi Channel movies on a Saturday night.
It's you know what sucks though? There's certain movies that I've seen like just on stream and I go straight to stream and I'm like, I would love to see this on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of movies you go to the theaters and see, you know what? This could have just came out on stream. This could have just came out on one of them streaming platforms. Would have been fine with it, but this should have been in theaters. This is really good. Like more people need to know about this.
Yep. It's weird how they do that. Like some of the Blumhouse movies, they could just make it straight to streaming, please.
Well, don't some of them do that on like Shudder or no?
Shudder does.
Shudder does.
Are they two separate entities? I thought they.
Which one?
Shudder and Blumhouse.
Well, they're two separate things.
They're separate. Blumhouse is like big, and they actually put them all in the theaters.
I thought they premiered something on Shudder. I may be misspeaking.
I know they do on. I believe they throw their stuff on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But Shudder, they do have theatrical releases. They'll have like hit the theaters, and then maybe a few days later, sometimes the same day, it'll be on the streaming platform as well.
The One Night with the Devil was in the theater for like a week or two. Then they put it on Shudder and HBO Max.
Yep, that was good.
That movie was awesome.
I gotta watch that because I don't. Yeah,
that was interesting.
That needs a fucking physical release like right now. I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
I know you would.
Damn right.
I get it. I'm not even mad at it, man. I'm not even mad at it. I can't be.
Right.
I can't be.
But then they put out bad movies like Imaginary, and they're like, ugh. What were they thinking?
Imaginary. Oh, is that the one where the person was in the wall and wait,
no,
that was Spiderweb.
Teddy bear one with the little girl has an imaginary friend.
Oh, okay.
Teddy bear.
And it was the mother's imaginary friend to begin with, or the father's, or something. Okay, yeah. My wife kicked my ass for making her watch that.
All right, here's one for you guys. What movie would you cross House Shark with, and why?
What would you do?
A crossover. This movie and what?
Oh, mix it up together?
Mm-hmm. And why?
Like a versus. Okay.
It doesn't even have to be a versus. It could be a versus. It could be a team up. It could be just a weird crossover. Whatever you want it to be. I'm going to say Helen Keller versus the Night Wolves. Why? Helen Keller versus the Night Wolves versus a house shark. Why not? It just makes sense. And that weird, if you've seen that movie, it's just gonna fit.
13 Ghosts.
Okay.
The shark is the 14th ghost.
No, he fucks with the 13 ghosts.
13 ghosts and a shark. A house shark.
I mean, they're all trapped there in the basement, no? Or whatever part of... Yeah. I don't know. I was going out left field. I was waiting for Matt. Matt's going to have like the perfect answer, and it's going to piss me off.
No. I'm just thinking like, what would be good? Like, you got a shark in a house. All right. What would you
Come on, man. You have something.
Amityville.
Killer sofa.
You probably could make an Amityville movie out of it, but ugh, you know how many Amityville movies are out there? That's insane. Oh my god!
Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. Oh my god! He actually made one with a shark, and it was awful.
Yeah, we're.
There's supposed to be a space one out.
Yeah, Amityville in space. It's actually there's a Blu-ray of it with Amityville in space and Amityville in the Hood.
You have it, don't you?
I do.
Do you guys know Thomas Churchill?
Yes.
You know his Amityville movies.
Yep, he did what? Amityville Uprising, was it? The one with the zombie?
And the vampire one, I think. And I'm trying to think. Churchill did 2 or 3 of them, I thought.
Man. I know the one with the zombies in the rain. I think that was Amityville.
I think he did one with the vampires or werewolves.
I liked this big fucking rat movie. That was pretty fun. That was gory too. That was good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you guys.
All right, Matt.
Oh shit! Back to me. Crossover.
You got no pressure.
No pressure. Holy cow! You gotta. I'm trying to think. Will it be in a house or maybe in like in a giant apartment complex where you have multiple things happening? I'm gonna say Cabin in the Woods with House Shark. But in Cabin in the Woods, you have all the things in all the different containment units coming out. And then the house shark is there with the contaminated creatures.
That's an interesting.
Now I'm thinking the Jeffersons and moving on up to the east side in a deluxe apartment with a shark. I don't know.
A house shark at that.
Or Evil Dead Rise with the house shark. Oh, there's your chainsaw too.
There it is.
The shark gets possessed by a demon, so now you have demon house shark.
The chainsaw to chop it on up, or try to at least.
Mm-hmm. Then you can add the Jeffersons in there. We're trying to move it on up. Come on, people, we gotta get out of here to the east side.
And that's what made them move.
I don't want to go to that deluxe apartment in the sky. We gotta get out of here.
And then you can take the shark skin and make another book.
There you go. Then you can add, what was Sanford and Son? I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming. One guy gets killed.
Sturdy is not old enough, man.
No, I know. I know both of those shows very, 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 very well and love them both. Sanford and Son I like more than the Jeffersons, but both very enjoyable. You're a big dummy. Can't do the voice, but. Oh man, that show. Just the jokes back and forth. Oh, such a great show. Such a great time.
Yeah, so I changed my answer. Evil Dead Rise and House Shark.
Or what if the shark mended with Christine?
Car Shark?
Car Shark.
Or
the shark's riding around in Christine.
Sharkalette, Corvette and Shark, or
oh my gosh!
Oh man, you got a whole bunch like instead of a Lexus, you can have a Sharkus, a Lark. You can have a. It's a Lark.
I saw one of those ugly trucks today, man.
Oh my god!
One of those $250,000 friggin' stainless steel
things looks so weird.
Yeah, I saw it in my, and it was like in my little SUV going, yeah, man. I'm sorry for your small penis.
Yeah.
Or
is that inappropriate? Sorry.
Hey, no, that's fine.
Nope, that's perfect.
It's like, hey, look, that truck is just, I'm good on that, man. I'm good.
I'll stick to my small SUV, thank you.
Or you can mix House Shark with Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, in the chocolate pool.
Choc, yep. Choco Shark.
Choco Shark.
It's bittersweet to the end.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Shark. Choco Shark.
When cavities bite back.
I'd watch that.
And then Limp Bizkit can do the soundtrack.
Yes.
Instead of Chocolate Starfish, it would be Chocolate Shark. Yes. there was a tie in there. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now.
And
Anyway,
then one guy doesn't die by
shark.
the shark; he dies by diabetes because he eats all the chocolate.
And the shark eats his dead body.
Oh,
And
man.
the shark dies because he eats his dead body filled with all that damn sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the Oompa Loompas?
It eats the Oompa. You can have the midgets versus the shark. Oompa Loompas versus the shark. They start singing, Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Dee. Better watch out or listen to me. What would you get when you mix a giant shark? I don't know, but get the fuck out.
I don't know, but get the fuck out. I mean,
they have a whole bunch
there's really nothing else
with
to
giant
do.
Tridents and shit coming after them. Oh, I would still watch that. Midget shark versus midgets. I don't know. Sorry, I probably shouldn't use the term midget. Maybe horizontally challenged individuals or whatever you want to call them. Vertically challenged individuals.
He said horizontally challenged.
Whoa, what the hell is that?
Oh, the Wheel of Doom.
Yes. See what we're going to be reviewing. Next week there won't be a show, but in 2 weeks.
Sergio's already trying to change the subject from, midget sharks.
No, you can keep going with that. I was just saying.
Well, they did make a movie called Piranha Sharks. And they were all small.
It was terrible.
Piranha Sharks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
awful.
I remember Piranha like 1978,
I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that a TV movie? Because I remember that like in early days of cable, it was being on, or was that a theatrical release?
There was a theatrical in the 70s by Roger Corman.
Oh, it was a Corman flick.
Yep.
Okay.
And in the 90s, they made a TV remake of
for Blood.
Of the movie Piranha.
Okay, what's Here for Blood, man? Somebody educate me.
I don't know.
I have no idea. That's the movie I was picked for. So that's going to be the next movie review in 2 weeks from now.
Here for Blood?
Oh, so you guys have no idea what that is.
I've never seen it. I've never heard of it.
Spectacles on to see.
No, I don't own this one.
You don't.
Well, you're a slacker.
I know. Batman.
We're going to need you to do better.
What's going on, Matt?
All right, hold on. I have 2 weeks to go and buy this movie if it's available on physical.
So everything you guys review, is it normally on physical or?
No.
Usually I do try to grab movies that are on streaming just to be safe, especially because I know everybody doesn't collect physical. I know everybody's not as big of a fan as collecting physical media. I know, people just watch it. They can watch it when they want to watch it.
Oh, is this the wrestler versus like the zombies and shit?
Maybe. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about this movie.
It doesn't have a physical release, so.
That's the only reason why you don't have it.
Damn right. That's
fair.
the one I'm thinking
But you've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Okay.
I've seen trailers for it. It looks pretty gory and fun.
I have no idea.
But,
so is it sci-fi, horror? What?
Horror.
Here for Blood.
I don't know if it's like a wrestler versus a demons or a zombie horde. I don't remember exactly what it's for, but I'll have to look it up. Fuck, I'll just look it up right now.
Is Roddy Piper in it?
Only if he wears the sunglasses and he kicks ass for chewing bubblegum.
Or if he's in Frogtown as well.
That too. Or he could be finding some aliens in a what was it? Oh, it was a junkyard. In the movie Alien Opponent, he plays a priest.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh my god, it's hysterical. This spaceship crashes in a junkyard.
What the?
And one of the guys goes out to see what it is, and of course the alien kills him. So the woman who owns the junkyard puts out a bounty. So everyone who has to go into the junkyard can fight and kill this alien will win like millions of dollars, even though she doesn't have it. So the alien goes out of nowhere and starts picking everybody off one at a time. It's great. The alien has all these different weapons. He even has a mine that turns into a shark. And the shark goes after somebody and eats them. It's hysterical.
Hilarious.
So it all ties in.
It all ties in. Roddy Piper plays a priest who's down on his luck, so he goes out in there with a bunch of people. He's loaded with guns and shit.
Does he have a mullet?
Maybe it's part of his mullet.
That's ridiculously. It has to be a fun, weird, ridiculous.
I heard of Frogtown. I heard of freaking They Live, but no, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, it's a Sci-Fi Channel movie as well. Alien Opponent.
Cool.
Alien Opponent.
The title sounds like a sci-fi made for TV movie.
Oh, so this is about a wrestler who is pretty much fighting for their lives against an outwardly cult of masked intruders, so he can defend his home.
So what the hell's mass intruders? So like Escape from New York?
It says otherworldly. Otherworldly cult of masked intruders.
Alrighty then.
All right. Where can we find this? Where can we find this one to watch, Sturdy?
I will look into that and get back to you once I figure that out, my good friend. Okay. But from the sounds of it, sounds like it's gonna be a fun time. I hope it's gonna be a good time.
I'll have to check out the trailer later.
See, I'm not a trailer watcher. I got to go in blind. I like to just go in, you know what I mean? See how it is. To be surprised.
So how long do you give it before you go, damn, what did I get myself into? Is 15, 20 minutes, a half hour, 45 minutes?
Either way, I'll still watch it.
Well, no, I get that, but I mean, you get to the point that it's just like
it really depends on the movie, and like because there's some that I give like that. Let me give it a little bit more time. Let me see how it feels out. It's starting out slow, or then there's some where it's just like I don't know, just like a weird feeling, like fuck, when is this gonna be over?
Yeah, it all depends on the movie because some of it could be going really good. Then out of nowhere, it throws you in left field. And you're like, what the fuck am I watching now? What just happened?
All right, so House Shark.
Oh, boy. Well, House Shark right off the bat, you know just by the title alone. And as soon as the girl gets devoured in a toilet, and they're calling it a plumbing accident, really? And then you just start seeing all the weird characters. You're like, oh, I'm in for something. And then the Darth Lord of the Sith shows up, and you're like, what? Now I'm definitely getting into something weird. So not that far in.
Sturdy, what was the point for you with House Shark? Where you were like, all right, I gotta watch the rest because I'm reviewing it tonight, but this is the point where it's like, oh, what did I get myself into?
See, because I did see this before, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. Okay. I haven't seen it in years, so I did forget a lot. Like there was parts because we did a little watch thing with me and Matt, and I was like, I don't remember this. There's a lot of parts I didn't remember, and those are the parts that could have just been kind of cut out because I feel like what they could have done was just had more of the scene inside the house, inside and outside the house. Those funny scenes inside and outside the house. When it was like outside, when it was away from the house, and they were talking about selling it and all that extra shit. Take all that out. That's the extra shit that didn't need to be in the movie. You take all that out of it.
It was filler,
if anything. But maybe a good 20 minutes into it. 20, 25 minutes into it. But again, it was one of those things where it's like, give me an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm fine. But once you make it an hour and 52 minutes, that's a little long for this type of film. And I'm not even gonna say a low budget film. I'm just gonna say like a horror comedy in general should not be 2 hours because a low budget film can definitely be 2 hours depending on the story.
And it's funny you say film because if it was shot on film, it would have been 40 minutes because film is expensive.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though.
Oh no! I wasn't correcting you. I'm just saying if it was shot on film, it was. I mean, yeah, they would never run that long.
Oh no.
That is what I was referring to. Sorry, it may have come out wrong.
No. You're good. I didn't take it anyway. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, with a title like that.
See, I'm giving them fucking agita now. Jeez.
Yep. It's not even his movie. Like he didn't make the movie. It's like, sorry for making fun of the movie. It's like, I don't care. I didn't make it. I didn't write it.
I did make it. But I just want to show you guys the cover of the next movie that we're doing.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Here for Blood.
Here for
So
blood.
wait, I got to put my glasses on because that looks like a fucked up Captain America without my glasses on. Oh, okay.
Which the cover does look cool.
Yeah,
Not
it
gonna lie.
does.
Let's hope the movie matches the cover as far as coolness and all that shit. Not saying it's going to, because it's probably not. I mean, it's in Sturd vision, so we know what we get ourselves into with this.
So okay. So I'm not exactly familiar. I joined you guys one time. So Sturd Vision is the up
It gets
all
weird.
night of podcasts.
It gets weird. It gets weird. It's midnight, because we used to, back in the day, me and Matt and my brother Henry and just some other friends here and there, we'd always record late at night because it was just easier for everybody to record.
Right.
And the way schedules are nowadays, it's easier to do one, like a Friday night recording for that. Plus, I still do my Thursday show. So I'm like, let's bring back the late night show. So I just kind of made it separate. It's still under the same umbrella. It's still under the same podcast, but this is the one where I'm more focused on like the weird movies, where I'll watch the silly movies, where I watch the craziness. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So I'm
And
curious, where'd the titles come from? The pinwheel.
Oh, the wheel? That's just from talking to Matt, Google, talking to Mick, talking to friends in general. Like, hey,
cool. I wasn't sure it was like fan theory and you guys and everybody putting them all together. Matt, I got to ask you a question because I saw something on YouTube yesterday and they were going over obscure comic book movies and cameos with Stan Lee.
Okay.
And apparently there's a movie, I think it was 1990. And I don't recall ever seeing or hearing about it. Eric Roberts, The Ambulance.
Oh, yes.
And Stan Lee, that was his very first cameo from what not his first cameo, his first acting performance in one of the movies.
Really? Okay.
That's what the YouTuber said last night. So I was curious. I've never heard of it. So you've heard of it. Sturdy,
Yep.
Have you heard of The Ambulance?
No,
Eric Roberts?
The Ambulance, no.
It's got James Earl Jones is in it.
What? Okay, so they were in that karate movie together. So James Earl Jones was in that too? The Best of the Best was James Earl Jones, right? Yeah, he was the karate instructor or the Olympic karate. I'm throwing him off. He's going to kick my ass. I am so sorry.
Let's see.
He's looking. Yeah, James Earl Jones was Best of the Best. I don't know if he was in The Ambulance. I've never seen it. I just saw the clip of Eric Roberts and
Eric Roberts, James Earl Jones. This was from 1990. Stupid ad, get out of here. One thing I like about IMDb with the freaking ads.
So it had to be. So I'm wondering if they were shooting like Best of the Best at the same time.
Megan Gallagher. You gotta hope. Yeah, it's pretty much. I remember. I think Eric Roberts was a reporter, and he liked this girl and
comic book artist.
Oh yeah, comic book artist. Yeah, he meets a woman in New York, and I'm reading it now. Has a quick flirtation. She suddenly collapses and is picked up by an old ambulance. She checks all the hospitals in the area, but the woman has disappeared. Yeah, it's a whole like underground medical
killer
group.
Ambulance kind of. Yeah. So I never heard of it, so I was just curious. You guys like know these things?
No, that one I never heard of. Matt has me on that.
Yeah, I remember seeing it once a while back. It was kind of a weird movie, and it's kind of like a whole underground facility of people picking up people, taking them in this ambulance, and they're brought to like an underground facility for like organ transplants and all this weird shit going on underground, killing of people.
And when I was watching this on YouTube, it was funny because the ambulance is more like the Ghostbuster mobile than an actual ambulance.
Yeah, James Earl Jones is the cop.
I'm assuming that it had to be close to Best of the Best because James Earl Jones and Eric Roberts were in that, or there had to be some affiliation or connection. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Wow. You might have to check that movie out one of these days.
Yeah, it's got a Blu-ray from Scream Factory. Put it out.
Nice.
Cool.
I know you have it. I know you have it.
Yeah, I got that one. Yep.
As you
Yeah,
should.
Best of the Best was 1989, so that was first. Then the ambulance came out afterwards.
Oh, shit.
Interesting.
Very.
Yeah.
Now, is House Shark something either one of you would watch again?
I would. Later on down the road, I would. He's got to finish it first.
I'll say outside of podcasting, probably not. Not that I don't like it, but it's not good enough for me. It wasn't funny enough or good enough for me to go back to it, and it was too long for me to go back to outside of a show. Because it's, again, 2 hours for that is just, it's too long for a lot. It's 2 hours is too long for a lot of movies, for a whole lot of movies, not just like a horror comedy or a low budget film, like Hollywood budgets that are a lot of movies. Like,
I mean, they can't be that long in a movie theater unless you have an intermission. Okay,
some do, but like when you watch the Lord of the Rings movies, those were 3.5 hours. That's some of the extended ones.
So were some of the Avenger movies, weren't they? 3.5?
Yep.
Or Black Panther also, or something. Okay,
about 3 hours.
32-ounce cup, 16-ounce bladder. We all know that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know this. The guy in the Best of the Best movie, he plays. His name is Eden Gross.
Mm-hmm.
He does the voice of the good guy doll in Child's Play.
Nice.
The Corky doll. Oh wait, that's a different movie. But the original, not the
the squeaky voice.
Squeaky voice.
Okay. Hi, I'm Chucky.
Yep, that one. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because we all know who does Chucky's.
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool though. That's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's kind of cool on that shit.
But we are going to wrap this one up, ladies and gents.
You mean you don't want to talk another hour and 52 minutes on House Shark?
Nah, I don't think I can. I think
He's finally like going, no, I'm already done. I'm fried.
I think we discussed quite a bit about House Shark. I think we discussed enough.
One more question for you guys. If you had the opportunity, would you eat shark fin soup?
Yes. I heard it's really good. I heard it's delicious.
Probably. I'll try it. I was thinking more something like a deep fried shark thing, but yeah. Try it. Is that have you
had it?
No, that's like very exotic. It's I mean, from what I understand, it's I think it may even be illegal. I'm not positive, but it's a delicacy.
Shark fin soup.
Yeah, they brought that up in the Meg movie where they were killing all the shark for their fins.
Right.
When Meg gets the people in the boat. That's true. Yeah, I would try shark fin soup. I try anything once for food. As long as it doesn't kill me.
Look at the size of me, so would I.
Yep. It's like us big guys, we'll try anything once. Because you never know.
Ask my wife.
I'll put like, what was that commercial? I'll put hot sauce on that shit.
I'll put hot sauce on that shit. Bring it to me.
Because you never know. It could be really good. It could be like, nope, fuck this shit. I'm done.
Fuck this shit. I'm out. Oh, man. This is fun.
It was definitely a good time. I enjoy hanging with you guys. You guys have a great sense of humor. And I just feel bad because I'm not as educated in some of these movies as you guys are. And it takes a certain fandom, and I'm like slowly easing into that fandom, going, okay, this could be ridiculous, but it could be cool as well.
Just watch out for the rabbit hole. The shit that you watch could bring you down even more and more.
Oh, it's It could be good or bad. Like there has been times I haven't done it in a while, but I feel like I need to because it's been a while. I'll go through like a Tubi phase where I'll just find a movie on Tubi and I'm like, you know what? Let me check this movie out. I've been thinking about it, or whatever the case may be, or let me just check it out because this cover looks good. I'll just hit play, and then that's it. I'll just let it keep going and going and going. And some days it's a great time. Some days I'm like, oh shit, what did I get myself? I'm gonna finish because I just do that. But I'm like, what did I get myself into today? Why did I?
Yep, done that.
But will Tubi like play like the next random movie?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it'll try to be something that's like kind of similar to what you just watched, but there's just times where it may be kind of similar as far as like, let's say a slasher or something like that, but it's just like, yeah, this isn't as good as the shit I just watched, or or it's like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like, and that's the thing I like about the random thing, because you will find some awesome stuff. You just have to literally just let it hit play and just hit play and just let it play. Just let it play.
Cross your fingers.
I feel like you'll find something going through it like that than you will trying to just hit play, watch something, hit play, watch something, hit play. It's like just let it play through, and you'll find something. You're like, oh shit, what is this? Oh, I gotta watch this again. This is actually pretty
I mean, I don't know if you guys ever saw a picture of my studio, but I'm at one monitor here. There's another one there, and then there's another one above me. And so I'll be in here and I'll just need shit for background noise while I'm working. And then all of a sudden it'll catch my attention. And then I'm like, all right, 30 minutes later. So yeah, I enjoy finding shit like that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good to find that stuff. It's so fun. It's funny. It's rewarding. I highly recommend, honestly. Just it doesn't have to be just Tubi. I say any movie app. I'll say any movie app for any genre of film that you enjoy. Just go watch that specific genre and just hit play and just let it go.
I gotta ask a question now to both of you guys then. Doing something like that, Sturdy, what's like your favorite happy accident?
When you tripped and fell in.
It's either Helen Keller versus the Night Wolves or Thanksgiving. Those are both super happy accidents, and I mean, yeah, super happy accidents. I'll give Thanksgiving the edge because it started a friendship between me and Matt. Honestly, the first day we met, talking about that movie, and kind of just built from that. So I'll give it the edge because of that.
Sweet, Matt.
Probably the Banana Splits movie.
There's a like the kid show.
Yeah, It turned into a horror movie. It's called the Banana Splits.
Yep.
You never seen that one? Oh my god!
No, I knew about the one with like Nick Cage, and then the other one with
that's Willy's Wonderland.
Fast Night at Freddy's or whatever.
There's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
But no, there was one previous to that called the Banana Splits. They took the kids' cartoon, kids show.
Oh wait, yeah, I do. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking Bananas in Pajamas for some reason. Okay, Banana Splits. Yeah, the dog and the animatronics, and they go all out of fucking whack. And okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I may have taken one too many. I'm sorry.
Bananas in Pajamas would have been a whole.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, wait a minute, Bananas and.
That'd
be amazing. That would be amazing. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Like a sleepover. Someone dressed like during a sleepover during Halloween, and someone's dressed up as the Banana in Pajamas, going around hacking people up in the sleepover. I would watch that in a heartbeat.
Starring
one way or another, you need to have the theme song playing, even if there's a twist to it.
Yep.
Not even the singing, just the instrumental, but like a twist to it.
And David Howard Thornton has to play both bananas.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
He's doing Mickey Mouse. Why not add Bananas in Pajama now?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, Bananas in Pajamas may go to public domain. Who knows?
I watch a lot of weird shit, but it's just...
All right, question for you guys. Since we're bringing up like the kids' movies, do you find it okay for kids' movies and kids' stuff that we grew up as a kid?
Well, elaborate on a kids' movie because if you're bringing up like Disney stuff like Cinderella and all that stuff, those were originally very dark tales that weren't even meant for kids.
Right. They're
True.
part of the Grimm's.
But I guess just for argument's sake or for devil's advocate, just because they did turn them into movies and kind of make that twist to the whole kids movie. And I know where Matt's going. Is it right? And I say, hell yes, it's right. I wish they did this when we were kids. Because I loved horror since we were kids. You know how cool this would have been as a kid, and it's just like, say it's like a horror movie version of Bambi, because it's something that your parents wouldn't think about at first, so they may rent it for you. And then you're just like, oh shit, Bambi's killing shit. And you're watching with your friends all happy and excited because you're having that sleepover. That's what goes on through my head. Like, I wish. But then again, they'll see the cover, like, no, you're not getting this. It's like, all right,
they made a Thumper movie, right? Thumper, fuck. And I know the guy who friggin' made it, and I'm drawing a blank. And he was at one of the conventions we were at recently in Florida. Damn it. I think Thumper was I can't remember if it was a short or not. Oh,
I don't know anything about that one. I heard a rumor that they are going to make a Bambi horror movie.
Oh, they are.
Oh, they're going to do as soon as they all go to public domain. I mean, did anybody see Blood and Honey 2 yet?
Yes.
Not yet.
Okay,
yes.
Sturdy, you did?
I want to.
Oh, I did.
Okay, and?
I really enjoyed it. It was way better than the first one. Like, because this one, they actually had the budget they needed. They did a lot of upgrades. There was actually a better story to. There's actually a story to it. I don't want to spoil it, but once it's out, it's definitely something I highly recommend. I highly recommend people checking that movie out. I really had a good time with it.
Sweet.
I really had a good time, and like the first one, I had fun with, but after like the second one, if you did not see the first one, and you're like, I have to see the first one to watch the second one, because you don't have to see the first one at all to watch. I'm saying don't. I'm not saying don't watch it. Right. I will never say don't watch it. I'm saying you don't have to see it to
appreciate it.
Yeah, because the story is really in the second one. That's when you really, really get the stories in part 2. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to wrap this one up, ladies and gents. Go check out Joe over at the Indie Escape Network. Link is in the description. Check out Creature Feature Teacher. Well, go check out. I'm glad he changed the name. Yes.
Did he just noticed now.
Yes, but the one thing I will say is put it all in caps, so it's really standing out. So it's really seen. That's all I'll say. But the Creature Feature Teacher, go check out his YouTube channel.
Well, you and your horror movies.
You and your horror movies. Oh, man. And, of course, go check out HorrorWithSirSturdy. Live every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Sturd Vision live every Friday at midnight. And Popcorn and Pints live every Saturday at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I will tell you guys this. HorrorWithSirSturdy will be on Tuesday this week. There will be no Sturd Vision Tuesday next week. There will be no Sturd Vision next week. There will be no Popcorn and Pints next week. There will be a Popcorn and Pints Saturday, and then this Saturday tonight, and then we're off because, you know, the holidays and all that stuff, plus me and the wife's anniversary is coming up. So,
a
few days off. And then we'll be back the following week. And I can't wait to see everybody and, you know, have some good times with everybody. But again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace. Oh.